guys, Jon Watts here from the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me at Drayton Park Golf Club, and today I want to give you a simple exercise to work on your swing plane. This is a great video, great exercise for any of you over the top faders, slicers out there, possibly pull them as well. So people with that pattern of shots do tend to pull their shorter irons when they've got a little bit more loft in their hands, but tend to fade and slice their longer clubs, especially when they go onto the woods. And the main reason is this downswing path, as we know, where it's steepening the club shaft is actually moving on an out to in plane. Now that could be caused from a number of things happening wrong in the setup or the backswing. I just want to give you a simple exercise with what I've got set up here behind me to work on your swing plane. Now it's great if you can set this up on a grass practice area like I've got here at Drayton Park. But you could set it up on a driving range. You just need a range basket upside down on the floor, and all I've really done is I've just pushed a tall stick into the ground that would go into the side of the bucket. I've just got some foam tubing here, but it could easily just be tall stick, maybe with a head cover on the top, just to make it a little bit more visual so you can see it. Now this is going to be a path exercise. Now there's a number of reasons. As I said, you could be making this out to in downswing, and please do check out some of my other videos that I've filmed quite recently about the role of the lower body, the role of the lead leg, and how that movement will actually shallow out the downswing path. This is just really working on a swing plane exercise for me to get the club in the right position, so forgetting about my lower body for the minute. So what I've done here, I've just popped a ball on a T-peg, and I've got a couple of tall sticks just to help me with my aim, my alignment, and I've popped this in the ground. Again, that could just be a tall stick with a head cover on the top. I've just popped this far enough behind that when I swing back, my club will actually be passing it. So I'll just try and show it from the other angle, it'll be a little bit clearer. So as I swing back, my club will actually just be passing the tubing or the cane there, so we would hit it if we go wrong. And I've set it into the ground a little bit more upright than the club shaft. So the club shaft, I've got an 8-iron here, is around a 63-degree lie angle. I've set this a little bit more upright, so it's closer to 70, 75. So it's just a little bit more upright than the club shaft. What I'm going to try and do is keep the club underneath the tubing on the way back and underneath it on the downswing. If I do make an over-the-top move, I'm going to smash into the tubing here or into the cane. So really good exercise to focus your swing plane. Great having something like this, something pretty soft where you're not too worried about hitting it, but it's just there in the back of the mind to force your swing path a little shallower on the downswing, so the club's coming on a more in to square to in path rather than an out to in path that we see a lot of amateurs struggling with. I would make the strike a little easier when you're doing a tough exercise like this. So again, I've just popped that on a T-peg, and I'll start with some kind of mid-iron. Now, if your fault, you could use this in a number of ways. So if your fault is actually the backswing going too much around your body before we see the change in direction, then you can use this a slightly different way. You could try and keep the club outside tubing the cane on the way back, so it's a more upright backswing, but underneath it on the downswing, so literally doing a loop, opposite loop exercise. It's great to try and over-exaggerate your practice. So if your fault is too much in here on the backswing and a change in direction where we get the steepening of the downswing, trying to do the opposite, it really exaggerating in practice is a great idea. So trying to go more upright on the backswing, shallower on the downswing. I'm not working on my backswing on this one, I'm simply just trying to keep my club underneath the tubing on the way back and on the way down. And if I get the swing plane correct, I'll miss this tubing. So I'm going to go ahead and just try and hit one or two. That felt pretty solid and straight down my target line. It was a slight push-draw pattern, so starting a little bit right of where I was aiming, and it just drew back onto target. That's what we'd really expect to see. I wouldn't mind seeing a push from here. But what we're not going to get, because we can't swing out to them, we're not really going to see so many of the pulls, the fades, the slices. With a closed club face, of course, it could be a pull hook. It could start left of the target. But what this is working on is my swing path. I'm not so worried about the club face at the minute. My goal is just really to miss this. Just one more. Just got enough room there. That was pretty solid as well. So it's a great exercise with a tour stick, a bit of tubing or just a head cover on the top. Can work for you on the driving range, or even better on a practice area, practice field like I've got here. I hope that video helps. Please make sure you check out the other videos. There's lots of content we're putting out now on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Some good videos on the role of the lower body and how that will help shallow out the downswing, so you've got a little bit more understanding of that. I'll put the link to it in this video as well. Please make sure you do subscribe to the channel and check us out on all other social media that are coming along the bottom of the screen now. Thanks guys.